Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. So as we always do, we're gonna get straight into it. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I shape stiletto nails as well as the acrylic application. So starting off, I'm applying the tips, and these are some regular XXL no C-curve tips from Amazon, and I'll be sure to link them down below. So the first thing I want to say when it comes to stiletto nails, I always like to cut it longer than what my client says she wants, because if I cut it at the length that she says she wants, normally it's going to look shorter than what she really wants. So I leave the tip a little bit longer and I go from there. As you can see, I'm basically cutting in a triangular shape, but I'm taking a little bit at a time off the tip so that I don't take too much of I don't cut too much of the tip away to where the nail is too skinny. So I don't know if that made sense, but basically I start off by cutting into a triangular shape, but I'm making sure that I don't take too much of the body of the tip away. I'm trying to make sure that I just really work towards a nice pointed tip. I choose to do this way because it helps keep me from having like the weird super skinny stiletto look, because as a beginner I used to make that mistake. I used to make the tips way too skinny because I was so focused on a pointed tip. But honestly, it's best to make sure that the shape is still flush to the client's natural nail bed. And as you can see, I didn't cut the tips super perfect because, like I said, I'm focused on getting a nice pointed shape so that when I file the tips, that I can gradually let the shape flow into the pointed tip. So I'm really not sure how to explain the way I'm filing, but I really just want y'all to pay attention to like my hand and how I have my finger on the file. Like that's me applying a little pressure to it and just making sure that I'm getting it nice and pointy. And I hold my file straight to the nail tip. I don't know if it looks like a little slanted on camera, but I have my file straight up. And this is an 80/80 file, by the way. And y'all can see how I'm fixing all the imperfections from when I cut the tips, because I know I did not cut them straight, but I do that so when it's time to file, I don't over file and make them way too skinny. So now onto the acrylic application. So basically my main thing with stiletto nails when I'm applying acrylic, I like to make sure that I do not get any acrylic underneath the nail. I find that when acrylic is underneath the nail, it kind of makes the nail look weird. It makes the stiletto shape look weird, especially on the tip. So tips are important to me when I'm doing stiletto nails, because if the tip is too wide and not flush, it just don't look right. So as you would normally do when applying acrylic, you want to make sure you're sweeping the sides to keep the shape and making sure that the tip of the nail is not too bulky. So another little trick I like to do is sweep the acrylic with my finger when I'm done, because I learned that this helps me get a nice pointed shape, and it's a lot easier on me when it comes to filing after the fact. So y'all can see it, like it's nice and pointed, and it'll be really easy for me to file, and it's already helping the nail form into the shape that I want it to be. So when it's time to file, I don't have to do too much, you know? So literally it's the same exact process for the rest of the application process. You just want to make sure that you're keeping the bottom of the nails clean. You want to make sure you're sweeping the side so you can keep the shape of the nails, and pinch it at the end to get a nice pointed tip. So on to the e-filing. It's not really much to say here because e-filing is e-filing, but I'm using a 5-in-1 barrel bit. Now, this is personally my favorite part because I know with my hand file, I'm gonna get these nails all the way together, okay? So first I start out by shaping the sides, and it's basically the same technique I use for the tips. I'm holding my file straight and making sure that I'm not slanting it. Then I also work the bottom with my nail file to make sure that there's nothing underneath the bottom, and if there is, I'm just making sure that I'm keeping the shape straight. And I also like to buff the tips of the nail with my file to make sure that they're nice and flush. I don't even know if flush is the right word to use. I just know that I like it to, kind of go from the apex down to a nice slim tip. So as you're paying attention to my hands, you can basically see that I'm holding my file straight and going straight up and down to keep the sides sharp, and buffing the bottom of the nail to make sure that it's straight and there's no product underneath. And that's all to it. It's no secret recipe or none of that. It's just making sure that you know how to use your file. That's it. So here I'm just buffing the nails right before she washes her hands, and then here's me cleansing the nails. So now onto the 3D flowers. Now this is not a detailed tutorial. I actually have one already on my channel, but for this one I basically just added acetone to my monomer for the petals because I like to work fast with my 3D flowers. I do not like to wait on the acrylic to set or none of that. I like to start working as soon as I put it down. So I add acetone to my monomer to make the beads way drier. And it's pretty much, I'm just sculpting the petals, as you can see right here. So now I'm taking my A Galore 12mm linear brush and my Kiara Sky Well, actually, this is just a black linear polish from Kiara Sky. I'm not really sure the name of it, but it's only one black in the collection, so it's that one. And this part is pretty self-explanatory and like a watch and learn, because now I'm just drawing my V tips. So now I'm taking some bling adhesive and I'm just going to apply the crystals into the center of the flowers, then cure it with my mini UV light. So to get between the crevices of the 3D flowers, I like to take a little small detailer brush and just go in between the nails like so. to add more diamonds, so I'm just going back in with that same adhesive and adding just a few more crystals. And now we are all done. Only thing left to do is to oil her up and take pictures. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative. I hope that I covered all of you guys' questions and concerns. If I didn't, feel free to leave a comment. I will reply, or at least try to. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.